And athletes in the Las Vegas desert know all too well about playing in this devastating heat. With school getting ready to start, many players have already begun hitting the fields. Ben Correa joins us live now from Valley High School. And Ben, the story is really hitting home with coaches and players around town.
Sue, that's right. Coaches know whenever you mix practices with the desert sun, it could be very dangerous. High school football practice doesn't officially start till August 13th, but schools like Valley High School are conducting summer camp. And coaches say when those players are playing football right behind me, they make sure they have plenty of this around.
When you have conditions like this, it's really kind of unsafe, but when you're playing football, you tend to block it out.
People come out here and die sometimes, just pass out. But we still have to come out and work hard because it's football.
Football in the desert. You've got the drills, sweat, and the hot sun over your head.
If you're not physically fit or coming out here to work hard, you're usually going to come up with something bad or injury.
Drinking plenty of water is a must for everyone on this field. Coaches keep a close eye on every player, making sure they show no signs of dehydration, which could lead to heat exhaustion, heat stroke, or possibly death.
We're anticipating maybe some 115 days during Hell Week, so water and replenishment of fluids is a major consideration, as it is every year.
Lots of water is the key. Coaches also ask players several times, hey, are you okay? Do you feel okay? If so, get off the field and get off some shade if they are feeling sick or possibly getting signs of heat exhaustion. It is school district policy that every student get a physical every year to make sure that their body can take the tough summer conditions that the heat has to offer once football season begins. And of course, hopefully it'll be a safe one. Reporting live from Valley High School, Ben Correa, back to you, Sue.
Doctors say dehydration is the biggest contributor to heat exhaustion. Some warning signs include dry mouth, dry lips, and you might start to feel your face get flush or red. If that happens, get out of the heat and get some water.
What would the future hold for Las Vegas if people were able to gamble from the convenience of their homes instead of having to come here? Well, that's one of the questions being raised during a two-day public meeting with the Gaming Commission. Commissioners say they're gathering as much information as possible before they approach the federal government with their input.
Some people argue that it'd be very beneficial to the state of Nevada. It could bring in $250 million in revenue, but certainly it isn't always about money. There's a lot of other aspects that we have to study that ensure that it is in the best interest of our state.
Right now, internet gaming is illegal in the United States. However, local corporations like MGM Mirage are looking to possibly cash in through other countries. MGM Mirage has applied for an online license in the British Isles.
The drugstore population is growing along with a number of people here in the Valley. CVS Pharmacy is coming to town. It'll be opening 5 stores around the Valley in the next year or so. The first one should be open by December. No word on when they'll start hiring. CVS has more than 4,000 stores across the country.
In less than a month, schools across the Valley will once again be buzzing with students. Can you believe it? Well, this year, 13 new schools are opening, including the Andre Agassi College Preparatory Academy. Right now, the school is about 90% complete. When finished, it will be able to hold 150 students. The curriculum is geared toward technology. Even their days are structured differently, going from the standard 6 hours to 8 hours a day. The school will open with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. Grades 6 through 12 will open yearly through 2008. I still remember that last month of summer, and you're just thinking, I can't believe the summer is almost gone when you're going to school.
Yeah, but that heat certainly can get you. We're talking about the dangers of the heat, and it's going to be another hot one here, isn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, absolutely. Seasonably so. In fact, we might actually just stay a couple degrees below average. And I was actually over at a school talking to some 3rd graders today at Tom Williams Elementary. We have some 12-month schools around here, right?
Oh, yes.
We must, because I was over there talking to them. I try not to make things up. All right, we've got sunny skies. Don't have to make anything up about the forecast. It's beautiful outside. It's so nice. It's nice. 96 degrees. 18% humidity, winds east at 8, barometer falling at 30.04 inches of mercury. 96 degrees right now is actually 10 degrees below our afternoon average, but it's going to warm up a little bit more, and the sunny skies may change a little bit over the next couple of days. We'll talk more about that, and we'll also check on the heat indices, not necessarily here, but what's happening across the rest of the nation. That and, of course, the Fredericks fact coming up. Sue, Scott?
All right, Johnny, thank you. When you're driving in a roundabout, who should do what and when? The answers may seem obvious to many, but apparently there's still a lot of confusion about how one should safely navigate the circular streets.
With more roundabouts now in the planning stages, Tom Hawley looks at how this unique type of intersection is holding up in southern Nevada.
It's an idea imported from Europe.
Hey, look, kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
And used extensively in the eastern United States, which means it's easy for New York State transplant Dana Zendano.
So I was actually taught in driver's ed how to go through a circle, and it was on my driver's test. And so I don't find them confusing, but you can tell that other people do. And I basically hold my breath every morning when I go through both of them.
Dana's referring to the two roundabouts on Town Center south of Summerlin. But there are others around the valley, 2 more in the Summerlin area, 1 in the lakes, 3 completed earlier this year on Cary, and 2 planned for later this year on Kelso Dunes in Henderson. But despite the growing use of roundabouts, many drivers aren't comfortable with them.
They don't yield to the right of traffic. They don't go in the right lane for exiting the circle. And just that there's numerous accidents caused by that.
Here are some simple rules for roundabout navigation. First, yield to cars already in the circle. Keep moving through the circle until you reach your exit. Make sure to signal your turn. When more than 1 car is in the circle, the outside car has the right-of-way. And if you miss your exit, just go round again.
Yes.
We know Big Ben.
Parliament.
If it all still seems confusing, here's a thought.
I feel that it should not only should it be in the driver's handbook, and our new drivers should be learning how to go through circles, but anybody who applies for a Nevada driver's license should be giving a sheet on how to go through circles.
It's amazing. I cannot get left. There's Big Ben, kids. Parliament. I don't know.
Tom Hawley, News 3.
In response to our questions, the City of Las Vegas Public Works Department says it's looking into the possibility of including roundabouts in the Nevada Driver's Handbook in the future. For now, you can pick up a how-to pamphlet at North Las Vegas City Hall, and the City of Las Vegas has a guide on its website as well as a public service announcement on its TV channel.
You know, we laugh, of course, because of those clips from European Vacation, but it's no laughing matter, especially when those roundabouts include 3 lanes, and Tom says the bottom line, the rule in those, the right-hand lane, the outside lane has the right-of-way at all times.
As you said, logically, we all know that, but we both have almost been killed a couple times.
Almost every time you see
We're on the
someone...
outside lane, people trying on the inside lane to get out, and it's like, just go around again. Like, what was their name? Chevy Chase, but what was their name? Family name?
Those would be the Griswolds.
Griswolds, thank you. Griswolds. Okay.
They're still going around. There's Big Ben right over there. You could say it.
Excited. I have women tell me that they owe me their life. I mean, just from giving them a wig.
Yeah, to most, it is just a wig, but for some cancer patients, a wig is a chance at normalcy during a critical time.
This is News 3 at noon with Sue Manteris and Scott Haws.
Welcome back to News 3 at noon, everyone. Cancer, the word terrifies most of us, but for some who are undergoing chemotherapy, losing their hair is more terrifying, especially for women.
Yeah, wigs are lifesavers for many cancer patients, but purchasing one can be quite expensive. But a store called Wiggin' Out Wigs is trying to make it a little easier. Chera Kimiko is here now, and Chera, the owners there are trying to provide free wigs to cancer patients who can't afford them.
During the entire month of August, Wiggin' Out Wigs will be hosting their first annual wig drive. Besides providing wigs for the ones who can't afford them, the people here are also trying to get folks in the valley to donate their used wigs. Shanika Murray is the owner of the store, and as a former dancer and singer with Louie Louie, she had a lot of wigs and was able to give away most of them. Last year, a good friend of hers died of cancer, and Murray saw how hard it was for people to afford a wig, but also she saw how important it was, especially for women, to have a nice wig to feel better about themselves while undergoing chemotherapy. Murray wants the community to donate any used wigs to their store. In turn, she says she will wash and clean them up and give them to the American Cancer Society.
A woman's hair, when you don't have hair, it just takes away your glory, so to speak. And to give them something back like that, to me, it's really simple. You know, it's not a lot, but to them, it means the world to have something that looks really natural on them, not just a wig, but something that looks like their own hair.
In the short time we were there, one woman donated her wig. Murray says she hopes to get at least 600 wigs donated to her store this month alone. She also said she is encouraging other entertainers in Las Vegas to donate their wigs to her store to help out others in need. Sue, back to you.
What a great story, Chera. Thanks. Wigging Out Wigs is located on Owens and J Street. Murray's prices for wigs are also very low. The highest price for a wig in her store is $54. The average price for a wig in some stores can be in the hundreds.
He said,
while good veterinary care is available, it is not always affordable. These days, office visits average around $30. Blood tests can run as high as $75.
And of course, earlier last week, when it was Pet Safety Week, rather, John Frederick, we talked about the subject, and it's a difficult decision for pet owners to make. When is that animal actually suffering to the point where you have to make the decision to put him down or her down?
It is tough. And the best way it was described to me, I don't know about cats, but dogs, if they can still wag their tail.
That's
hang in there with them. And the thing is, there are kids, and we're gonna go to any lengths we can. And just think, if we knew exactly when our family and friends were going to go and knew they were going to go before we did, we would probably treat them as well as we treated our pets. Just something to think about. Okay, let me get off my soapbox, folks. 96 degrees, 8% humidity, winds east at 8, barometer falling 30.04. Oh man, it is beautiful today. 103 your afternoon high, just an afternoon breeze, maybe 15 to 20 occasionally. A light wind tonight, 75 the overnight low. That's about average. Tomorrow there is a slight chance of an afternoon or evening thunderstorm. Not a big threat, but it's there, so we'll put it in. Why not? Just to be on the safe side. Good air quality, 101 yesterday, 106 is the average, and we've been hanging well below average for the last several days. The reason is the jet stream has been bringing in some cooler air, but now as it lifts out, it's going to do a couple of things. It will allow the warmer air to come in, but it will also allow some of that monsoon moisture to start wanting to creep up closer and closer. Now, right now, it's stuck down in Arizona, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're going to feel the humidity levels come up just a little bit, and there is a chance of an isolated late-day storm, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. I'm not going to put it into the weekend right yet. 50 Caliente, 68 Fresno, 56 in San Francisco, 69 in Kingman. So we put in the possibility maybe an isolated storm tomorrow and Friday, and that's about it. Other than that, just a gradual warming trend through the weekend. Let's get you your forecast. Cindy, come on over and help me out with the forecast. Does Cindy belong to somebody here?
Yeah.
Sydney belongs.
She'll tell you.
Somebody, who do you belong to?
Shelly, the business manager.
Oh, she's important. So you spend as much time as you want on TV there. Okay, there's your forecast. You point at what I'm talking about. 75 today from Mount Charleston. Very good. Afternoon winds southwest 10, about 20 miles per hour. Very good. Out on the lake, here we go. About 104 to 109 from Lake Mead to Laughlin. Winds south to 20. And we got to get Sullivan in the act too. Okay, give Cindy a nice round of applause. And there's Sullivan. All right. And we might have to do something with the camera. So look at how good he looks. Didn't he look great? But we're missing something with Sullivan here. So we're just going to, I know I'm running out of time, Allison, so we're just going to go ahead and segue to the 5-day here. And we're going to put that on you, okay? And just complete the ensemble. There you go, buddy.
Very nice.
And your 5-day forecast, there it is. 103 today, 104 tomorrow with a slight chance of an afternoon storm. Go ahead and point it out there, buddy. There you go. 105 on Friday, 105 on Saturday, and 103 on Sunday.
Yay.
Good job. Give Sullivan a big round of applause. All right. Between 120 and 150,000 hairs can be found on the average human scalp.
There we go.
Average. Congratulations, you're right. John Moore Sr. had the correct answer. He's got gifts from Blockbuster in celebration of National Kids Day on Sunday, including free movies and gift card and everything.
Toy Story 2
You're checking it out there.
That's
and
right.
Also 2 passes to go see Larry Gatlin and Gatlin Brothers Band fame at the Orleans on Friday.
Is that Toy Story 2?
I think
I've been promising to bring Toy Story 2 for Sue to watch at home, and I have yet to do that.
Hands off.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot, John. Well,